Hello and welcome to SudoKanard. We're here to solve this quadruple Sudoku by Australian author Chocchip, who is a regular viewer of the channel, and he's one of the few people who really wanted me to make more videos. And I've seen that Chocchip has published a quad puzzle on his blog, and I love quadruple, so I thought it would be an excellent material for this. And all the clues here have only 2 digits, and the rule here is that whenever you have digits inside the circle, it means that those digits must appear in the surrounding 4 cells. So we must have a 7 and an 8 in here, we must have an 8 and a 9 here, and so on. So the first thing is to use intersections. So 2 must be here and 2 must be here, so it must be there. And likewise 3 must be here, 4 must be there, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 here, and 1 must be in there, so that's a 1. Oh, sorry about that. I was wrong about the intersection here, because we could have the 1 here and the 1 there. So actually not in this order. We could have the 1 here and the 1 there. So this one would satisfy this intersection, and we wouldn't need to have a 1 on this row. But actually, there's a 1 in here by the same argument of intersections. So the 1 must be in here and the 1 must be in there, so that's a 1. We must have a 2 somewhere here, a 3, so the 4, the 3 here is not necessary, actually. The 4 there is not necessary either. So I was wrong about some of this. We could have a 7 here and a 7 there, so I must be careful with deduction. So there's a 2 in here. There's a 2 in here, so there's no 2 there. So the 2 of this quad must be here. So this is correct. 3 here, so about 4. This is not so easy. Same with 5, but 6 must be here. 7 must be there. And this 7 here says that 7 must be there. So 8 somewhere in here, but that's not saying so much. Oh, actually, there is an 8 here and an 8 there. So we already have 2 8s for the columns, so we won't have an 8 here. Oh, I already pencil marked the 8 in there. But the 8 in here says that 8 is not there, and we have an 8 in here. So this is interesting. So about 9, I still don't know. There's a 1 in here, there's a 2 in there. There's a 4 in here, a 5 in there, which in turn prevents 5 from being here, so we get a 5 in there. And we will have a 5 at the bottom, but we already know we have a 5 somewhere here and a 5 somewhere there. And actually in this, the 5 here is in none of those 3 cells, so 5 is here, and at the bottom 5 will have to be there. Nice. There's a 6 in here and a 6 in there, so no 6 in here. We must have a 6 somewhere in here. And this is interesting because here we have a 6, so 6 is not here, and the 6 of this quad is here, so that's not a 6, this is a 6. And there's a 6 in here. So let's move on. 6 somewhere here, there's a 6 here, so 6 is there. 7 is ambiguous. I know that 7 can't be here because there's a 7 there, but that's not so interesting. There's an 8 in here. Knight could be anywhere. But 1 is not here, so there's a 1 in there. And I think I've gone full circle for this first iteration. I'm seeing that I got a 3 here, a 3 there. So on the first column, 3 must be somewhere here. But because of that, 3 is limited to 2 places. I'm seeing that this 8 is not in here, and 7 is not in here. So the 7 and 8 of this quad must be there. And they are actually a pair. What else can be found? Where am I supposed to look? I'm saying that there's a 4 here and a 4 there, so on this column 4 must be there. Which is interesting because then we also have a 4 in here. So on this row 4 must be there. And we already have a 4 in here. So 4 is limited to 2 places. And actually this 4 interacts with this quad to locate a 4 in this area, which removes this option and places the 4 there. And it interacts with that to locate a 4 in one of these 2 cells, and a 4 in one of those 2 cells. So this is some measure of progress, I guess. But there's still a lot to work out. So what other interactions do I need to find? This one here is interesting. There's a 1 here, so those can't be 1s, and because of this, that can't be a 1. So we have a limitation of 2 places for 1 in this box. Well, this is becoming trickier at this point. So about digit 1, we have a 1 in here, a 1 in there. So in this column, 1 must be somewhere here, and because of this quad, 1 must be here. So is there a restriction on this digit? Probably, because it can't be 4 or 5, it can't be 6, can't be 3, can't be 1, 7. So I think that only 2, 8, and 9 remain. I'm not sure if I can remove any option from those. In this column, I've already located 6, 4, 7, 8, and 5. So I'm left with 1, 2, 3, and 9. Only 1, 2, 3, and 9 are options for those 2 cells, but 1, 2, and 9 are down there. So that has to be the 3. This is from 1 to 9, but it's neither 1 nor 2, so it has to be a 9. Beautiful. I'm still left with 1 and 2 in the column, but I know that this is not 1. So inside this column, I still need to place 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 4, 6. So those are from 1 to 4. And because 4 is here, those are from 1, 2, and 6, but that's not 1, so this is from 2, 6. This is from 1, 2, and 6. I'm not sure if there's more to be done. Here I need somewhere the 3. There's a 3 in here, so 3 will have to be in there, which means that this is not 3. So this is 3 and this is 1. So this is not 1, so this is 1. And 4 goes to the bottom. So this is some progress. On this row, I still need 2, 7, 8, 9. The 2 is in here. There's a 7 there, so this, and there's an 8 down there. So this is the 9. Those are from 2, 7, and 8. So what are the options here? So 5, 6, 3, 4, 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. That's a lot. 8 is here, but 1, 2, 7, 9 is still a lot. It's not worth pencil marking, I think. 8 is in here. 9 is in here as well. This is more interesting because now inside this box, 9 must be here. This is a 3-9 pair. We must have a 7 in there. So those are from 2, 5, and 6. 2, 5, 6, 7. There's a 2 here, so this is from 5, 6, 7. I'm juggling between the two systems of notation, which is not necessarily a good idea. But I will strive to make it work. This is really a nice construction. The visual theme is striking at first glance. What about this? This is not 1, this is not 4, this is none of 7, 8, 9. So 2, 3, 5, 6. That's still a lot of options. This can't be what I should be aiming for. There's a lot of information to deal with. What about this? It has to be from 7 and 8. 1, 2, and 4 are in here. Yes, this is from 7 and 8. And this is from 4, 7, 8, 2, 7, 8, 1, 7, 8. I will pencil mark as much as high as 3 candidates. Here we still have 5 candidates. I won't pencil mark that. I'm not sure where to look at this point. What about this cell? It contains none of those digits. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it doesn't contain a 4. I already mentioned that. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2, 3, 8, 9. Actually, this needs a 3, so there's a 3 in there. That's interesting because now 3 is not here. So 3 has to be there. That's a 2-3 pair. And 3 is not here, so 3 has to be there. So that's not a 1. This is a 3-4 pair. And I get the 1 here, the 6 there. So there's no 1 here. 1 is in there. This 3-4 pair makes this a 9. That's a 3. And this is from... Oh, the 8 is not here, so 8 is there. That's a 7. And those are 1 and 7. There's a 1 down there. So that's the 7, that's the 1. Those are not 7s. And all of a sudden, a lot is happening. So 2, 7, and 8. There's a 7 here. So this is from 2 and 8. I still need the 9 somewhere here. So is it coming to a grinding halt? I don't think so. Or perhaps I should. I'm seeing that 2, 3, 4 are all in this area. So this has to be from 5 and 6. What about here? We need 2, 5, 8, and 9. So this is from 2, 8, and 9. 9 here. So this is from 2, 5, 8. What about this? This can't be any of those digits from 5 to 8. It can't be a 9. It can't be a 3. So this is from 1, 2, and 4. Not so, sorry, not so interesting. What about 4 in this area? 4 must still be here, must still be here. I'm not sure what to do with that information. What about this? It can't be 1, 7, 8, 9. It can't be 4. It can't... So it's from 2, 3, 5, and 6. Not... Oh! This must contain a 9. So this is not a 9. This is a 5. This is a 9. Yes, that's good. This row still needs 3, 4, and 5. 3 here, 4, no, sorry, 3, 5, and 6. So this is from 5, 6. And that's interesting because now I get a 2, 5, 6 triple. So none of those can be a 5 or a 6. So this will have to be the second 5 or 6. And this is a 7, 8 pair. Now the column still needs 1, 3, and 9 here. So this is from 1 and 9. This is from 1 and 3. This is from 3 and 9. And this is not 9. And this 9, this ambiguates this by value. We know that 2 is here, so this is from 5, 6, 7. What is left in here? We still need 3, 5, and 6 on this row. And nothing is resolved by any of that. We still need a 2 and a 3 in there, so the 2 can only be here. So that's an 8, that's a 2, that's a 7. Here this is a 1, 4, 8 triple. This will have to be any one of those values. One of those is an 8. There has to be a 2 in there. This is something I've been missing. There has to be a 2 in there. So that's, here is a 3, that's a 4. There has to be a 4 up there, but I'm not sure I can decide where it is. There's an 8 here, an 8 there, an 8 here, so 8 has to be there. 3 and 4 in there. This is from 1, 5, and 6. And actually, those ones here, put the 1 into this cell. This is not 1. 7 is in here. This is not a 2. So 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a 3 here. This is not over yet. Far from it, actually. There's still quite some work to do. I need a 7 in there. Because of that, the 7 is in here, which is huge because it pushes the 5 into this cell, the 4 into this cell. That's not 7. This is 7. This 5 here puts a 6 there, and a 5 there. 6 is here now. This is from 2 and 8. That's a 5. That's not 5. Here I get a 2, 4, 8 triple, so I'm left with 1, 5, and 9 on this row. That's not 1. I still need a 4 in this quad, so 4 has to be here. And now this is disambiguated. Here I need 3, 5, and 6. This 7 here removes this option and places the 7 down there. It disambiguates the 2, 7 there. 2 is not here. It has to be here, and it pushes the 7 into this cell. And it pushes the 8 and the 9 into those cells. Those are 4 and 5. There's already a 4 on this column. That's the 9. That's the 5. That's 1 and 3 and 9. 5 is not here. So here we have a 3, 6 pair. We still need 1 and 2. There's a 2 here. So that's 1, that's 2. The 6 is pushed into this cell. That's a 3, 6, 3, 6. 5. This 2 turns this into a 4. 8 here and 3 there, and that's it. Wow! Wow, this was quite the journey. Nothing was completely monstrous or nothing needed to have some kind of divine illumination or anything, but you have to earn yourself in this kind of puzzle. So it was very, very well done. So thank you, Adam, for this puzzle, and thank you for pushing me to make new videos. See you soon on SudoKanard.